Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of the new season, SliderCuts, Shaping Up Culture. And as you can see, I am in my new shop, SliderCuts Studio. Let's give him a spin of what it's looking like. Guys, on this first episode, not deep, I just want to talk about something. I started noticing that we're in an era of like everybody's talking about their story, and it's amazing. It's a beautiful thing. Keep talking about your story. It inspires others, it teaches others, it warns others, and I think it's amazing. But there's one thing which I'm just failing to see from a lot of people. We see so many successful people, and whenever they get to that place of success, they talk about the hard times. They talk about when they were broke, when they had no money, when they had no food, when they got kicked out of their house, when they were homeless, and so on. But I've started realizing that nobody actually talks about the struggle while they're in it. And I thought, why not? Everyone talks about it once they get past it, but nobody talks about the struggle while they are in it. And I said, people need to know what it's like while they're in it. Because when you talk about it, once you've gone past it, what ends up happening is people don't really get the grips or the really grasp exactly what it was like. So when you're like, yeah, I always knew I'd get out of it, that's great to talk about it now and to talk about it, once you've gone past it, but why were you not talking about it at the time? Wouldn't it have been good for someone to hear that at the time who was also struggling and being like, yeah, I'm homeless, but I'm just chasing and pursuing my goal. So today, I'm talking to you about the struggle, because the struggle is real. I have had such an amazing 2018. I mean, when you look at it from the front, it is, and I'm not saying only from the front it's amazing, it is. I won 3 awards. 3 awards. I won a Black British Business Award. I won the Black Beauty Hair and Fashion Award. I won a B Mogul Award. I mean, winning the Business Award was an amazing thing because it had nothing to do with hair or beauty or anything like that. Nothing to do with my direct industry, which means I went up against people which were in different fields. And I won that award, so that was amazing. Winning all the awards were amazing. I was in a campaign with Facebook, where that was a nationwide advert and billboard campaign. I was in a campaign with Izettle, which was a nationwide billboard campaign all over, taxis and undergrounds and other places. I've done a campaign with Reebok. I got approached by different companies which I won't name, which I had to turn down because of my clause that I was in with other companies. As I said, won 3 awards. I featured in various different magazines, so much more. But to top it all off, the thing I've been pursuing for the last few years, I opened up SliderCuts Studios, my first hair shop, where we have barbers in the back, we have hairdressers. I've been pursuing this for the last few years. I mean, this year, 2018, has been an amazing year for so many different reasons, but especially in business. The struggle is real. I started off getting this shop and I had no money and I had to find money. And I didn't want to take any investment from anyone because I felt like I built up SliderCuts to a place where the only thing people want to bring to the table right now is money. And I just felt like, no, if you're bringing something to the table of SliderCuts, it has to be more than money. Because you're just jumping on the bandwagon of I got some money adding to a train that's already moving. So I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to do it without any investment. Finding that money was the most difficult thing. And what you got to understand as well is I bought this flat for my family, which I didn't have the money to do so it put me in a lot of debt as well. And on top of that, suddenly, SliderCuts Studio comes finally available, the space I've been waiting for, and it's like I've got no money. And I've got debt because I'm still paying off the deposit for the flat that I bought. But what was happening is, understand, I started a project with no money. So every time a payday came up, of me having to pay money, I had to wake up and be like, okay, where am I getting this money from? Like those days I woke up, I was like, I need to find £15,000 today. I need to find £20,000 by the end of the day. And I was just moving things around and just, I paid so much interest. The interest which I'm paying on all this money will probably come up to 70,000, 80,000, 100,000 you know, just because I want to keep 100% of my business. And the way I saw it was that the interest I'm paying is worth it because I'm buying all of my business back. Not that I gave it away in the first place, but I'm buying my business. You know, I'm keeping my business. So now I'm in a place where round up all the money, get it all sorted. Although right now I am still like about £25,000 off the full amount because the building work, this place was a dump. I had to refurbish the whole place and that cost so much money. And on top of that, the builders bumped me. The original builders bumped me. So they got their payment in full and didn't finish the job. So I had to pay another set of builders to come in to finish the job. And then on top of that, the roof that they were supposed to change, they didn't change it properly. So I had to change the whole roof again and pay for that. And that was like £10,000. The reason why I'm talking about figures, guys, is not to throw out figures like, oh, look at all the money I'm making, because it's not money I'm making, it's debt that I'm in. And I'm throwing out figures so you guys understand that, listen, it's real. You know, this is real. Like when you're pursuing the things you want, when you're trying to open up your business, it is real. Like, you know, it can really get real. The struggle is real. So I'm doing all these things, right, finding money, and then it's like, right, the roof is leaking at the back, which the original builders said that they changed and fixed, is leaking at the back. I have to pay £10,000 to get that redone again. I've got to get it done because the ladies are going to be working in the back. If I don't get it done, they can't work there, which means I don't make money. So I need to go find that money. Guys, the struggle is real. The pressure on the brain is real. But I'll be honest, the whole time I just said, you know what? I had a word from God, which was every day, take each day as it comes, pay whatever needs to be paid on that day, and then sort out the next day when that comes. But that sounds like a great word and like, yeah, that makes sense. But there were times when my mortgage had to be paid tomorrow, or maybe my water bills, you know, something like that, which realistically, technically can be delayed because the mortgage is more important. So when I'm there thinking, should I pay these bills which aren't as important as the mortgage and risk not being able to pay my mortgage tomorrow? And I was like, do you know what? I'm gonna stick to the word that I heard from God and do that. And he was faithful because, you know, as things were going on, it kept on coming to pass, We come to now, guys. I'm now in a place where I have more money going out than coming in. The struggle is real. So every month, I'm basically refinancing to pay my normal bills. So I'll pay credit cards, then take the money back off the credit cards. All my credit cards are maxed out. So what I've had to do now is I'm selling the flat that I live in so that, and understand this, I'm selling my flat. In selling my flat, that does not get rid of all my debts. It just gets my debts into a very manageable place. Every day that comes, guys, in this season which I'm in right now is a real struggle. I've got my mortgage to pay in the next 3-4 days. And when you haven't got the money, and like I've been doing, like finding the money 2 minutes before the money has to be put in, it can be real stress. But all of this is the road to the goal that I set out to do in the beginning. I haven't gone into depth of everything, guys. I'm just giving you kind of overviews of the way things are. Like, it's a struggle, it's really hard. Like literally, as I said, more money goes out every month than comes in. I've got my shop open. I've had an amazing year. I've won awards and stuff like that. But now I'm the brokest I've been. And even more than being broke, I'm behind because I'm in crazy debt. But the thing I take from this is, which I'm not upset about, is I'm in debt for good reasons. I'm in debt for the business which I've set up. I'm in debt because of the family home that I bought for me and my family. I'm not in debt for a pair of trainers. I'm not in debt because I want to eat in high class restaurants. You know, I'm not in debt because of a fancy piece of clothing or anything like that. And I'm not trying to get at people which buy these things, but what I'm trying to say is, for me, I'm happy with the debt I'm in because it's good debt, because it's put me in a place now where I finally got my own shop, you know, and I know eventually this shop will be making money, but at the moment, guys, it's been open for like 2.5 months. It's not even breaking even. So on top of all the bills I've got to pay and the debts I'm in, I'm paying out more to the business out of my own pocket because the rent, business rates, water rates, electricity bill, and so on. And I want to do this video because when people are pursuing businesses and they're pursuing things in life, a lot of times they think that they're the only one going through that struggle. Or a lot of times they look at other people and say they didn't have it like this, or it seemed to be easy for that person. And I want you guys to understand that the struggle is real. I haven't got any money. You know, it's hand to mouth. As soon as money comes in, it goes straight out. And I've got all these debts which I need to sort out. In, let's say, example, a year's time, and I'm talking about, you know, all these things there. I don't want to be one of those people which says, do you know how broke I was? And do you know that I couldn't do this and we couldn't go on holiday? Like me and my family haven't been on holiday in years, probably 3 years, 3.5 years. I don't want to be one of the people who look back and say, yeah, I went through the struggle. I want you guys to know while I'm going through it. Because I don't see it as embarrassing, because I know the reason why I'm going through this struggle. And I don't know if maybe some people don't put it out there because they're embarrassed or whatever their reasons is, but I think it's really important to talk about it and let people know right now the struggle is real. And every month I'm kind of like, how am I getting through this month, or how am I gonna round up this money? Because right now my credit cards are already maxed out. So I can't even like refinance by taking money off my credit cards because I'm paying the minimum, which means that I can't even use that as a source of, of income to help me, and just various other things. I'm just talking, guys, to let you know that the struggle is real and everybody goes through it. And whenever you're building something that's going to be great, it's never easy. So understand that while you're going through it, while I'm going through it right now, if next month, next year, God willing, SliderCuts Studios is booming and everything is flowing and I'm paying back all my debts and all my debts are paid back and everything like that, understand that we all go through it. And you will go through it. If you have any questions about anything, my journey, what's going on with me, or just want to talk about what's going on with you, whatever the question is, guys, ask me that question and I'll do my best to answer it. Whether it's one-on-one answering it, or maybe I'll do a video explaining it. If there's anything in this video which you want to be explained in further details, then please let me know. But whatever it is, please ask your questions, leave your comments, like the video if you like the video, share it with other people, but don't forget to subscribe, because this year, guys, there's gonna be so much more content, and the way to keep in touch with it is to subscribe so you'll be notified whenever I do a video. SliderCuts, shaping up culture, the struggle.